Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. Today is Monday. I had a full weekend of sales. I had a really good weekend. I sold some very nice collectibles this weekend, both some sports items, some vintage items, really nice stuff. And so I'm going to show the top 4 items that I did sell this weekend with you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First up, right here, we're going to show the title picture is this box of Pampers diapers. Now look at this. I don't know if any of you have ever seen boxes like this. Now today, diapers come in little plastic baggies basically. And this is a vintage box, probably from the late 60s to early 70s is my guess. There is no date on the box. It just says made by Charmin Paper Products, a subsidiary of Procter & Gamble, and manufactured in the U.S. So I don't even know if diapers are still made here. They're probably made overseas like everything else. So this is a really cool vintage item. And we all know vintage sells, especially vintage diapers. I don't know if there's collectors out there for it. If there is a collectors forum, I'm going to have to go look on Facebook, see if there's a vintage diapers collectors group or something. Because if you guys watch Part-Time Pickers, I know a lot of you watch Matt as well. He sells a lot of vintage diapers, even loose ones where he sells 2, 3, and 4 diapers sell for good money. So always be on the lookout. This item here, I purchased at a local thrift shop, not a Goodwill, not a Savers, not my regular little local one. This is a Hospice of the Valley. They're called White Dove, and go in there I probably only go in there once or twice a month. I don't go in there a whole lot. Generally, their items are very high priced, so they have something nice, they know it, they look everything up, or they just don't have a whole lot. The store is huge, it's a nice store, it's well kept, the employees are all really nice, they just don't have a lot of great merchandise for me to resell a lot of times. So I only go in there occasionally, and I just happened to stop in there on Friday. Now, I'm walking through the store, and they had a new section. It was like half-price markdown items. Any item that had a price tag with like a orange line through it was half price. I'm just kind of scanning, not really seeing too much. I turn to walk away, and I see down at the bottom, I see this box sticking out behind a couple other things. Now, how this box got to half price, I don't know. They originally had it priced at $35. So obviously half price, $35 is $17.50. I still would have paid $35 for this had I been in the store and saw it at full price. I never did, so I don't know where they originally had it. But yeah, I took this up to the front, and the lady actually questioned me. She's like, what are you going to do with those? And I'm like, I'm going to resell them, of course. What else? Now, a lot of times that turns people off. I know they like people to go in the store and buy stuff for themselves. She actually kind of had a little bit of a sour look on her face after I told her that I was going to resell them. I don't really care. It's what I do. Probably half the shoppers that go in that store are resellers. But anyway, long story with this box of diapers. There's the back of it. Oop, there's the back of it just in case you want to see it. Side 1, side 2. So yeah, not only was it new, it's sealed. This box has never been opened. And I looked up comps real quick and saw that this stuff sells good. So yeah, this box of diapers here I listed for $149 or best offer. And it didn't take too long. I think in about an hour I had the first offer. Somebody sent me an offer of $100. I replied to that one and said, hey, I just listed this. I know it's going to sell quickly. The box is in fantastic shape. Give me $125 plus shipping, and I'll take it. And she accepted. So I know I could have held off probably for a little bit more. Got that full $150. But yeah, I'm so happy. Less than a day, I paid $17.50 for this, and it sold for $125 plus shipping. Next item is a Tom Brady football card. See if you can see it there. So you got Tom Brady when he was with the Patriots. He's with the Buccaneers now. And this is an Ultimate Collection patch. And you see it's got 3 different colors. We got white, and then you got like a silver and a red. And it is individually serial numbered. It's probably hard to tell. Right? Oh, nope, you can see it right there. Out of what, 175? I didn't show this in the haul of estate sale items when I bought a bunch of New England Patriots and other Boston sports items. This item was there when I went back on half price day. They had this big plaque. It had a photo of Tom Brady right here. It had this card and then like a little nameplate. It was marked at $49. So on half price day, that's $24.50 is what I ended up paying for this card and the plaque. What I did with the plaque is actually I took this card out of it. I put a new card in it, and I took that plaque to my booth, and I put it in there for, I think, $15 or $17. I don't remember the exact price. So if I get that $15 for that plaque, then I only have about $10 into this card. This card here is really nice. I've actually never had a Tom Brady patch like this before, so it was kind of cool to get it and pick it up for a good price. I put it in my store for I think it was $129 or $139 or best offer. And I had a lot of watchers, a lot of lookers. So as always, every night or a couple times a day even, I'll go into my send offers tab and I send offers out on this card and other things that are there. This card, I sent out an offer for $111 because I had $4 shipping. That would have made it $115 total. Someone said, hey, if you go 106, I'll go ahead and take it. So I went ahead, did that. Maybe it was 105. Either way, $105 or $106 plus $4 shipping for this really cool Tom Brady patch card. The next item is another sports card. This one here is Michael Jordan. This is his second year card. This is a 1987 Fleer, and this one is graded a PSA near mint 8, if you can see it right there. If I go like that, you have the glare, so I got to go like this. And I'm using this angle because my ring light is still broken. I've talked about that several times. I've been kind of lazy about getting a new one. They're not super cheap, so I've just been kind of procrastinating on getting one. Right now, it's kind of working using some outside light coming in at me, but I kind of got to use this angle. Anyway, this Michael Jordan card, I got personally graded, sent it in, and it came back an 8. That's the grade I thought it was going to get. Now, when I bought this card, it was only selling for about $120, maybe $100 raw ungraded. So sending it into graded definitely improved the value of this card. Now, as with a lot of sports cards, especially Michael Jordan items, cards have gone up a lot in value recently. I've talked about it. You've probably seen a lot of other resellers talk about it as well. And this card here, I had listed at $499 or best offer. And again, I sent out offers on it. Probably around $425 is the number I pick. Haven't had any takers. Somebody sent me an offer over the weekend for $375. Now, this buyer only had a 7 feedback. So I was a little bit leery. But I've sold plenty of 0 feedback items that have been hundreds of dollars as well. So not too worried. All I did is I contacted the buyer first and let them know that I was going to send it out, signature required. They actually didn't want that. They said that they're usually not home and didn't want to have to sign for an item, or they may not be there. And I basically said, hey, with an item like this, you have a lower feedback. It's pretty much a deal breaker for me if I can't send this insured with signature confirmation. So I told them, hey, if you're not home, what they do is they leave a little slip. All you got to do is go to the post office, pick your item up, and sign for it. So he said, okay, that's fine. But yeah, I just had to cover myself, and I think everybody else should as well. If you have expensive items, I generally do it over $200. And again, sometimes just depending on the buyer's feedback level, that I'll require signature with the item. So this one here, I got, if I said it, he offered me $375. I countered at $400, and he accepted that. So $400 for this card. Really happy to sell it. Like I said, I have maybe $50 into this card when I picked it up late last year. So very excited for a $400 sale on this one. And the last item I'm going to show you today, it's in this mailing tube. This is a 2x24-inch mailing tube. So the poster isn't one of the really big, like 36 or 38-inch posters, but this is a fantastic item. I really like this. I'm going to put the pop-up up early so you can see it the whole time as I'm talking about it. This is a poster that I picked it up at the local sports auction. They get a lot of different autographed items in there, and this is one that I bought. So this is a poster for the movie called The Wonder of It All. It's a great photograph from the moon where you're seeing the Earth off in the distance. When I see images like this, I'm just fascinated. Space travel, history, all that stuff. I'll watch it all day long. This is a great shot, and it's signed by 4 different people. 3 of them are astronauts. First off, it's signed by Jeffrey Roth, and he's the one that wrote and directed this movie, and then 3 astronauts. So it's first signed by Buzz Aldrin. I'm looking over here at my little cheat sheet on the screen here. So yeah, he's obviously the most famous of the 3 that signed it. He was the second man to walk on the moon, and he was on the same mission as Neil Armstrong. So obviously Neil got to go first, and he went second. Next is Gene Cernan. It's Cernan. He was in Apollo 17, and he was the 11th person to walk on the moon. So there have been a lot of people that have been out to the moon. Well, a lot, maybe double digits anyway. But yeah, so he's the 11th person to walk on the moon, and he was the pilot of Gemini 9 and lunar module of Apollo 10. He died in 2017. Another very famous astronaut. The third one is Edgar Mitchell, and he was the lunar module pilot for Apollo 14 and the 6th person to walk on the moon. So yeah, 3 different people that have walked on the moon signed this poster. Again, it's amazing. You see in the picture over here, this is an item that I really, really, really liked. So I did pay to get it authenticated. It was authenticated by Beckett Authentics, and it has a little sticker down at the bottom and the little cards included as well. But just a great piece of history here. I had it in my store for $499 or best offer. I knew I priced it really high. I think I paid $75 for this poster and then another little bit more to get it authenticated. So we'll say about $100 or so that I have into it. It's been in my store a long time, and I knew it probably would be, and I honestly didn't really care if it never sold, even though I didn't have it displayed on my wall. Just knowing that I had this poster here was really cool. Over the weekend, somebody sent me an offer for $300 with free shipping, and I accepted. So yeah, really happy to get this over to a collector. I hope they get it framed and get it put on a wall, because it definitely deserves to be displayed and shown off proudly. So yeah, there you have it. The top 4 items that sold this weekend. We had $400, $300, and a couple over $100. So we had over $900 in sales just from those 4 items. So it was a fantastic weekend. Some good high dollar stuff sold, and I got to get this shipped out today. So that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Help support the channel. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.